I've been drinking a lot of rosés this summer, but they're all from different countries. What about the USA? Stay tuned. So welcome to this week's episode. It's very true. I've been drinking a lot of rosés and really enjoying all of them. But they're all from France and Spain and Italy. And I thought I'd need to expand my horizons and try some domestic rosés. And I wanted to go to my local grocery store to see what they had. And that way, if I found something I really liked, I could recommend it to you and you'd probably be able to find it. The other thing I had in my mind is, instead of just taking a stab in the dark, I'm going to stick with some rosés from producers I know I like. And then that way I could try their rosé because I already know I like their Chardonnay or I like their Cab. And I think that's a great tip for you. If you want to try something new and you really don't know anything about it and you can't taste the wine, stick with the winery or the producer you like and then go from there. Well, I found three, so let's take a look at the three wines I found at my local grocery store for some domestic rosé options for chilling down this summer. So the first wine I chose was the Chateau San Michele Rosé from Washington State, and I really like all of their wines, so I thought, well, this will be great. I'm looking forward to trying their rosé. Well, it didn't disappoint. It has some beautiful peach notes and strawberry, raspberry. I could see this definitely going with lots of sushi and salads and appetizers. And I bet if you like Pinot Gris from Washington and maybe Pinot Grigio or even a Prosecco, I think you might like this one. It's definitely worth a try. And it's mostly 70% Syrah and about 30% Merlot, which sort of surprised me. And but it's very nice and very nice body. My only hesitation is it was a little on the fruity and a little bit sweeter than I normally like my rosés to be. And of course, I've been drinking a lot of them from Spain and southern France and Italy, and they tend to be quite dry. That's what I like. But when I was just sipping this one, it was quite pleasant and it was nice outside, so I think it's a nice one to have. And this year was a really great year for growing season in Washington in 2018. So I think it was a little riper than maybe I'm used to, but I think it's a great find. So if it sounds like something you'd like and maybe you've tried other Chateau San Michele wines before, give it a try. I think you'll be quite happy. Well, our second wine is called Conundrum, and it's been around since about 1989, and they make some really nice wines. Not only this rosé that I picked up, but they make a white Conundrum and a red Conundrum and a sparkling Conundrum, which is great because it's from California, and the producer, Chuck Wagner, it's just sort of that expression of what do you do with all these grapes? It's a puzzle, and you put it together and you come up with a blend, and it's sort of different every year. So this turned out to be a very nice rosé. It's about the $15 range, so it's a little bit more than our last one. But I found it to be really nice, a little more acidity, but it still had that bright red fruit, and it had a little bit of melon and some grapefruit, which was a little different. But I'm telling you, it made it really nice because I had it with seafood, and it was just really perfect. So if you want some sushi, especially say maybe some salmon sushi, or you want to have some salads and grilled chicken, I think Conundrum's going to work for you, not a problem. And it's a great wine, and I think it'd be fun if you like this one to try some of their other blends. So Conundrum from California, a rosé, I think you'll be pretty happy to try. And so for my third wine, I went with a winery I really do enjoy. I think I like all of their wines, and it's La Crema. And if you've seen our number of our shows, you'll know I feature La Crema wines quite a bit. Their Pinot Noirs and their Chardonnays especially. And I thought, I can't go wrong if I get a rosé. And it turned out to be great. This one is from Monterey, California. It's probably the most expensive of our three. It's right around the $20 range, and it's 100% Pinot Noir grape. So I think if you like your wines a little on the drier side, this one and the Conundrum, both are the drier of the three wines. So if you like your sort of oaky or dry Chardonnay, or you tend to enjoy your red wines and they're quite dry, then I think both the Conundrum and the La Crema Pinot Noir are going to be great for you. Again, 100% Pinot Noir, but it has that really fresh raspberry and strawberry, a little bit of citrus notes to it, and it smells so beautiful, very floral. It's a really lovely wine, and very nice with food. So again, I had it with some grilled seafood because it's been hot and I've been craving seafood. So I had it with grilled seafood, but chicken would be great, and salmon, of course, would be fabulous. You could either do cold or grilled salmon or sushi with salmon. I think you'd be covered. All of these wines, keep them nice and chilled. And it's funny, I've been drinking La Crema for a number of years, and I never really thought about the name La Crema. And then it turns out to be the best of the vines. And so I thought, well, that's a very fitting name for their winery. So from Monterey, California, La Crema. And if you haven't had their other wines and you end up liking the Rosé, then you could use my rule of thumb. Give one of their Chardonnays a try. Or if you like red wines, try one of their Pinot Noirs. I think you'd be pretty happy. And it's a nice thing to keep in mind when you're not sure what you're doing and you want to get a wine and you want to explore and there's no one there to help you. Stick with a producer or a winery, and you know you like their wines. It's never let me down. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this week's episode where we looked at 3 domestic rosés. And you noticed when all of them, they're all very young, right? So they're all from 2018. And that tells you something about the rosés. These aren't the ones you want to keep around for very long. The rosés are really meant to be drunk in the summertime, and actually all year round are great. But really they're made to be fresh and lively and vibrant, so you want to drink those as soon as you can. Just make sure they're very well chilled. Well, it means a lot to me that you guys are subscribing and that you're telling your friends and family about our channel. I sure appreciate it. You know how much I love doing all this research for you. Well, until next time, everyone, cheers.